first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on second down, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Hey, get right down. Get right down. 20. You're set. On 80.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
33. You're set. On 80.
From the 50, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He got 29 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here's Murray. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, get right down. Get right down. Hey! Check 4. Gun.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Boom.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Newton to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, their last miss on third down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a fourth down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. On 1st and 10, Murray, he's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now a handoff, Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Panthers have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And Gano's kick is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, Murray rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 78 yards. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. He's got daylight past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-aroround. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Room to run past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, It's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, fellas. That's it. 180. Do something. Gun. Hey.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Funches has it complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Newton finding Funches for the Panther first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A first down carry now for Miller. Quick move by Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Watch it now, Barney.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey! 180. 20.
After the run, Newton going to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Set. 180. Gun. Express.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And Gano's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey. Like 80. Gun.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
We're going to set. 180. Shoot some.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Finding some room at midfield. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
White 33. Set. 180. Gun.
On 1st down, Newton. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Great. Set. Like 80. 20. 8. Do some.
To throw again, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
White 33. We're set. Like 80. 20. 20.
Now Newton on 1st down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gano's kick is right through. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey. We got 3. We set. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Panthers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Ready? 180. Hey.
Now we give to Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, Newton. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And still fighting. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Got some, and a loose football, and the Jets have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Murray, he sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Cam's going to run the option right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right, and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles a bit.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Hey, get right down. Set. 180.
Now Taylor. Room to run past midfield. 16 yards right off the bat, but a 1st down.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hey.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The give to Taylor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. 180.
Newton on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, If you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Hey, get right down. Get right there. 20. 8.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton, and he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And now it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
20. Set. Ready? Do some. Ready?
3rd and long. It's Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
You got set? Set 180? Hey,
They'll run to Taylor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down. Murray looking deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check! Patriot!
Off play action. Murray. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Go, go. Hey, get right down. Do some. 8. There's a set. 180.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Finding room at the 30. And he's into the clear. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Luke Kuechly able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Taken in at the 22. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Set. 180. Hey, hey.
And the pitch goes to Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And an alley to run. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On first down, Murray dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Murray. Escape. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Luke Kuechly in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Carolina, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. Yeah, right now I'm in the morning, skipping school, that's true about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breakfast by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on the morning, rest keep me up on the ocean, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, big Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the trolls, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dots in there, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag, something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like